Hi everyone, I'm Andy. Welcome back to Polar Bricks, and today I've got a haul video for you. No, it's not my latest grocery delivery. It's going to be some used Marvel sets. And yeah, I have cracked the seals on this box already and had a quick peek inside, but I stopped and thought I would record a video and step through my process of opening this up, having a little look at everything in there, getting a general feel for what I've bought, and then how I will then check all the components are there before probably building a couple, and by the end of the video may have even built one of them, maybe more. So let's open this up and just pull out what we've got. So first I can see in here is this small one, which is, I'll bring it to the front, it's 76101, which is Outrider Dropship Attack, which is a small Captain America, Black Widow set from Marvel Avengers Infinity War. So that's the smallest one in the haul. We may as well go in size order. And we've got this one, which is from Guardians of the Galaxy 2. It's set 76079, Ravanger Attack, which has got Rocket and Mantis in there. So it's a nice Marvel set. And again, the last one, so we lose the box. Oh God, okay, is this one. Oh dear, the box is a bit battered. This is another Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 set, 76081. Which is the Milano versus the Obelisk, which I think I've pronounced correctly. Can't remember from the film. Okay, so we've got these three. They are already open box, you can see, used sets. Bought them from a guy on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. The boxes look a bit more battered than I expected them to. So we'll just tip them out and see what we've got. Start with the Outrider Attack Dropship one. Okay, so we've got a Ziploc bag with everything in. Got our instructions, which are quite nice and flat, folded over, but then they would have been originally anyway. So there's our instructions. Let's just have a little look, see if we can pull out the minifigs. There's Captain America, just there. Looks pretty good. Got Black Widow, bit of a different outfit. I've not seen that one before. Don't know if that's unique to this set. And then you get a couple of the Outrider sort of bad guy figures there. And then you've got not that many parts in this set. I don't think it's too many. Looks like it might all be there, you never know. So that's that set. Push that to one side. And we'll have a look at this one, which is the Ravanger Attack. We've got this box on this one's not too bad, apart from a big tape, bit of damage where it's been resealed with some tape at some point. Everything looks like this one's actually mostly still assembled. So there we go, we've got our main ship. Little side build tree thing. Gun, some greenery, got Taserface, which is one of the Ravengers, Mantis, another nice figure there, and then Rocket down there as well. So that looks like it's probably all there, but we'll check through it properly in a minute. I'll talk to you about how I do that. So we'll put that back in there for a minute. And we've got our instruction book, a little bit of a crease on the corner, but it's actually in pretty good shape. They arrive like that from Lego sometimes. So that's that set. Oh, this one comes with one of these little cartoon sort of comic book sets, which quite a lot of the Marvel sets come with. I didn't know that until I found one recently. There's a little additional extra, so it's nice that that's still with the set. That's quite good. Then we come over to the Milano set. The main reason for buying this was for the Milano ship, because I really wanted that. I hadn't got any of the Guardians of the Galaxy minifigs till recently. Bought a few from someone as part of another bundle. And I was browsing the sets that you could get. This one is the only set that's got Drax in, I believe, and he goes for something like £30 all on his own, possibly more. Because the thing with a lot of the Marvel Lego sets is that sometimes the builds, as you might see from these, are not that great, but they'll be the only set that's got that particular minifigure in, and lots of people collect the minifigures, split them out, put them in display stands, or do whatever they want to do with them, and then they're not that bothered about the builds. So you'll find that because Drax is the only one, it's the only set that Drax is in, he's really mega expensive to get hold of. So I was looking at that and I was thinking, well, actually I'll try and pick up the set, because it's quite a nice set. It's sort of recreating the opening scene of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which is quite an iconic Marvel moment. So let's tip this one out, built it up a bit. Oh, we've got another copy of the same comic, which is nice, that's still there. Pull this one out, see what we've got. Okay, so boxed aside. Again, this looks like it's mostly built up still. Our instructions are not too bad, nice and flat there. 2 books. Got those. What have we got? Let's check this out. Okay, as part of the monster. Minifigs and bits of ship everywhere. So yeah. Let's just take the minifigs out of the bag, have a quick look at those, and then we'll work out how we're going to make sure it's all here. So, got Gamora, it's a nice figure, that one, with her swords. Nebula seems to be in cuffs, which is sort of about right for the film. Star-Lord, and he's actually got an alternative. You can put his helmet on him. Got Baby Groot, really nice little Baby Groot. We'll have a proper closer look at these at the end of the video, I think. And there's our main star of the set, Drax. He's really nice printing on the arms and head there. Yeah, he's good. I can see why he goes for so much if that's the only set that he's in. So there, we've got lots of bits of ship all sort of fallen off. So I think the only way to make sure that this is all here is to take it all apart and look at what we've got against an inventory of parts, which is the next step of what I'm going to do with all of these. Is take it all apart if it's not already, and then I'll go to a website called Bricklink, which if you're a Lego collector of used Lego particularly, you'll probably be aware of already. And we've mentioned it a few times in our videos, but it's a great resource for firstly finding any missing parts of Lego or used sets. You can get new sets there as well, but it's kind of like eBay for Lego in that it's all individual sellers of sets and bricks. They all have their own little mini stores, and you can go and buy from their inventory. You can make wish lists of things that you want, and it will go and find the stores that have got those things, and it sort of basically connects people that are selling Lego with people that want to buy Lego. But alongside that, it's a fantastic resource for just looking up information about sets, finding the list of parts that they're from each set, and then you can, from that, use that to piece together sets, finish any sets that got missing parts, all that sort of thing. So that's what I generally use. Most of these, I imagine, have got, yeah, there you go. So in the back of an instruction book, most instruction books will come with an inventory of what parts you should have. And yeah, that's fine. You can use that to check off what you've got and know if there's anything missing. Sometimes also if you're in your instructions and you're struggling to see the colour of a part that you're supposed to use, you can sometimes go to the back and see whether you've got the right number of that part, or maybe it's a similar colour that's in the set and you're not quite reading it right. So that's a good thing to remember, is that there's an inventory in the back of your instructions. But the reason I'll go to Bricklink and print off a list is that I can then write on that list what I've got in the set and anything that's missing, and I don't want to do that on a set of instructions, obviously, because I don't want to put any pen marks on it. So I'm going to go and print those off. I'll take these apart, do all of the work to work out what's there and what's not. Just remembered that actually I do know that there is one missing part. Yeah, there you go. So on the, what's it called? Can't remember what it's called. On the obelisk, yeah, the seller did tell me that there was one of the dots that's printed the eye missing, and he substituted in one of the standard white eyes for the green eye. So that's one piece that we know is already missing. I don't mind that so much. I imagine it's not that expensive to get one of those off of Bricklink. You just got to find a seller. So we won't worry about that, but we do know that's missing. But we'll be able to tell whether there's anything else missing by the time I've been through. So I'm going to go and do that, and in a matter of moments I'll be back with you and we'll hopefully know whether there's anything missing. Okay, done lots of sorting out, so I'll just step you through what we've discovered. So to start with, just as I was talking about earlier, I'm not sure how well you'll pick that up, but this is my printout of one of the sets on Bricklink. I down the text size a bit and print two on a page just to try and save a bit of paper, so it's a bit difficult to see on camera, I imagine. But literally use that as a tick sheet to go through each of the sets and mark down any missing pieces that we've got. So firstly, the good news on the small set, the Dropship Captain America, Infinity War set. That one is all there, 100% complete, so we don't need to worry about that one. Let's put that one out of the way. The second set, the Ravanger Attack, is missing about 5 pieces, something like that. But fortunately, they're all pieces that we've got in our parts collection back here. So we'll be able to put those in. In fact, we've already got most of them here. So literally just some 1x1 studs, which I think are the pieces that go in the little stud shooter gun things, so it's easy to lose those. Another 1x1 stud to hold something there, a curve piece. The only piece that we haven't got out, I've just noticed on here, is the little binocular piece. However, we've definitely got that, so that's not a problem. So that set is nearly all complete, which is not too much of an issue in that we've got all the spares. So let's seal that one up for now. And pop that out of the way. So that leaves us with the Milano Set, which we knew that one of the eyes was missing. It turns out that actually the eye that we'd already got on there was also wrong, so I need to buy 2 of those. They're about 20p each on Bricklink, so it's not a big problem. So I've already added them to a wish list. However, there are it's a little bit of an interesting one. We've got a clip that has got a crack in it and is broken. I don't know if you'll be able to see that it's broken there. But fortunately, again, from our parts back here, I've got a spare there that we can use. You had all of these bits here, I don't know if they'll pick up on there, orange bits and tan bits that aren't in the set that were included, even though it was mostly built up. Taking it apart, I think they'd used substitute pieces because there was all these bits that were missing. So you can easily see that that and that would swap. So yeah, so I think that I'm not sure about these orange bits because there doesn't seem to be anything else that they've been swapped in for, but some of the other studs on side pieces have definitely been substituted for ones that are right. The only problem we've got with all of that is there is one type of 1x1 stud on side brick in the tan colour where it's got the studs on two of the sides next to each other rather than opposite each other, which we don't have. So again, we've added them to a Bricklink list. I don't think they're very expensive, they're only a few pennies each. So at some point we'll have to pick those up. So these ones, oh, and there was also one red 1x1 round stud, which was not Lego, as an alternative brand, but that's obviously no issue because again, back here we've got loads of those. So those pieces all go in. Now the only other piece of bad news is in the form of, I'll put it on the end of the brick separator and try and get it in front of the camera if we can. That is Baby Groot, as you might recognise. Now there's two different versions of Baby Groot that Lego have released. This is obviously one of them, but it isn't the right one for this set. This is in another set that I have already got. So, and I've already got this Baby Groot as well. So this particular one that here is something like £4 for this tiny little thing on Bricklink. And the one that's missing, unfortunately, is about £6. So at some point I'll have to try and pick one up. I might even try and sell this one just to try and make up the difference. So yeah, we've got a couple of small errors in the Milano set. So leave those bits over there. But for the most part, it's nearly all there. So overall, based on the average Bricklink prices on these sets and what I paid, with like a bit of consideration for the boxes being a bit battered, the instructions, well, yeah, they're okay. Oh, apart from, I forgot about this. You know how I said at the beginning of the video, I wanted to print these tick sheets out so that I didn't tick in the book. Well, unfortunately someone's already done that in this one, so it's got lots of ticks all over the place, even on the parts that I know are now missing. So at some point they were there. But yeah, so we got most of the set. There's no great issues. The only real issue is the Baby Groot, which I'll sort out at some point. So overall, quite happy with what we've got here. I think just to round the video off, I'm now going to build the little set because it won't take me too long, and it's now getting a bit late in the evening. So I'm going to build that and then I'll quickly show you it just to finish the video off. Here's our Outrider Dropship, the smallest of our three sets. This, again, just to remind you, is set 76101. We've got our minifigures out front there, Captain America and Black Widow. When I said that the set was 100% complete, that actually included all the little spare parts that you always get with these sets. So the other two didn't include those, but this one was so much of it was there that it even got those in the box still. So just to have a quick look around the little dropship. It's from the scene in Infinity War where the army are arriving in Wakanda. So a ship comes down and you can hinge open and you've got your two Outrider baddie figures inside. It's quite a simple little set, folds all up like that. You've got a couple of stud shooters on the front, firing at the Avengers. And that's, oh, the only other little detail hidden in this set, if I turn it round, is we've got one of the Infinity Stones at the front there, which I've just discovered in the instructions. There were 6 different sets, had different coloured of the Infinity Stones, so that if you bought all 6 of those, you could assemble all the stones onto Thanos's gauntlet and obviously, you know, win. So, little detail I didn't realise about these sets at the time. So that's our Lego Marvel haul, all sort of organised, checked in and everything. Hopefully you found the process that we go through with Bricklink useful or interesting, and sort of help you with finding sets that you might want that are retired. It's definitely, Bricklink is the starting place really for finding out how much something's worth, what's in the set, any details about it, places you might be able to buy it. Alternatively, you can compare the average prices on there of sets that have been sold recently, or parts that have been sold recently, and how much those are selling for. So if you're buying elsewhere, you can use it as a check price and give you a good idea of how much a set is worth. It's really a very good resource for doing that. So yeah, so when we buy a set, we've already checked the price probably on Bricklink. When it gets here, we'll check all the parts are there, again using the Bricklink inventory system. And then that's pretty much the process, really. So yeah, we've built the smallest of the sets. We've got some parts that we're going to have to order, but shouldn't be too expensive. So hopefully you've enjoyed or found the video informative. If so, really appreciate it if you could hit the like button below. Maybe leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you, how you go about doing this sort of stuff. And if you want to see more content like this, or any of our vintage videos, or any of our build and review videos, we're uploading every week on a Friday. So do hit subscribe, ring the bell for a notification so you don't miss out on any of the content that we've got coming up. So till next time, bye for now.